Turuy, turuy. Arturu.
Magandang hapon, Sir Peter.
May hapon dia. John Toms, may hapon. Kano sa kamo ato aglayan, Tor?
Ako?
Aglayan ba?
Masing Kwan? Masing Lonis?
Di pareha siguro ta, mga Lonis Martis na akong nabutban ako.
Tiks-tiks lang, tabot-agbor ata.
Sige, sige.
Tanan deh furniture karakter bisa daun. Pada sekarang dia ay natungan na po yung rock. Berarti si Kwan bunga tidak si administrator. Kasi man ang magiging mo, mana sa mo, unless yung mong i-change din siya ng contact na individual contacts man. Hindi mo ka mag-change sa mong contact. Pero ikaw rin, nag-change, nagkatukuban, wala.
Sabak kay kanilyang.
Atas.
Kinsa man ang gapakita og tiyan, uy, kaluod.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So time check, it's
Yes, ma'am. Good
4:05
afternoon.
p.m. So maybe we can start our webinar for this afternoon. So welcome to the second part of the mental health awareness webinar for the employees of FICCO. For those who were not able to join us last time, or if we will exceed by 100, then we will send YouTube link. But as of now, we have participants or total participants of 54. So I think there's still branches who can wala pa sa ato ang So let us start our webinar with a short prayer. Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God and
Miss
the
Jo.
Father, the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we come to you in confidence, asking for your blessings and graces as we gathered here today for the second part of the mental health awareness webinar for the FICO employees. Send us your Holy Spirit to be our guide and give us the wisdom to understand every topic that we will be discussed, especially that this will benefit us as an individual and in all our dealings, especially in this pandemic. Enlighten our minds and let your love be upon us. May this meeting bring success and growth to our team. We thank you, Father, for the precious time that you have given us. All this we pray through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God forever. Amen. Before we start this afternoon's webinar, let us hear some inspiring words from our captain, our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Edgardo A. Micayabas, MBM. A virtual round of applause, please.
So good afternoon sa tanan, no? Mga empleyado sa PICO, sa mga regional managers, all the managers, sa admin ug sa atong operation, and to the entire PICO family, no? Maayong hapon pag-usab sa inyong tanan, no? So happy ko kung makita nako tanan ang mga empleyado, murag matawag nako nga stress-free ang akong feeling kung if I all see you, especially in this virtual nga seminar nato. And we also thank our facilitator, no? Ma'am Rosalie Rapols. Akong pag-ila is si Tata. No? Salamat kayo for this opportunity, for this mental health awareness. Specifically, the topic today would be stress and anxiety management. So if we understand, kalang stress, di na to malikayan, labi na trabaho ta. So stress is one good, per me na to kaka-encuentro, no? But what is important is we know how to manage that stress. So, ang pinaka-major gid nga problema or stress is financial. Kung agit tay kuan kwarta, so grabe gid ang stress, no? So, there will be a lot of stress topic that will be discussed siguro this afternoon for us to be aware kung unsa ni. But rest assured nga our learnings today or itong previous na itong learning will be very important, not only in our workplace but sa atong mga balay ma-apply nato, you know. So we hope that those, no, we understand that not of all of us can manage stress and anxiety, no, because there are people na they could hardly manage stress and anxiety. So with this, natin mga psychologists or mga kuan like Tata, mga psychologists or the other one, si Ma'am Napieri, nga maduulan nato, no, kung katong dili gid maka-manage, no. We are here to support you, to help you in whatever means nga makatabang mi sa inyo nga ma-manage na ninyo, because it's easier than nga kung mag-ingon ta nga, so sayo na magkanang anxiety, sayo ng stress, but for others, lisod kay manage. So, with the session this afternoon, we hope nga nagantag makuha ani, and also siguro not only nga this will limit to ourselves nga the learnings, no, what we got from these seminars that we have right now, ato ning ma-share sa atong pamilya, atong relatives and friends, and we hope nga in this crisis, in this pandemic, we understand how difficult, no, to manage kaning stress gyud karon nga, especially kung ma-positive ta, especially kung ma-confine ta sa hospital. So lastly, no, I would also like to request everybody, no, in our day-to-day nga prayers, i-request nato ang soul ni Christy Concepcion, no, the wife of John Concepcion, manager nato sa Bohol, who passed away this noon. So iampo nato iyang kalag nga makapahulay sa kuan sa atong Ginoo. So again, enjoy, paminaw tani, and again, mayong hapon sa inyong tanan.
Thank you, Sir Egay, for giving us your opening wisdom, words of wisdom for this afternoon. So, our condolences to the Concepcion family. Dili na nato dugayon pa. So please, let us welcome again our speaker from the previous webinar also, na topic 1. Our resource speaker, Ms. Rosalie Ferrer Raffles, RGC, RPM, MAED, GC. A virtual applause, please.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the CEO, Tito Egay. Hello. Gusto ko mag-serve pero anak ko, Tito Egay, my loves. And to all the RMs, all the managers, all the employees of FICCO. Hello, everybody. I hope you are well. It's been a week that we haven't seen each other. The last time we talked about was about self-care. And today we will be dealing about stress And how do we manage stress? No, a part of it will also be about anxiety. So there will just be few tips that I will be telling you about, which I believe will be very, very relevant to you. And I hope also that you will take note of this, simply because we hope that after the end of this semester, I thought I'm in the class, after the end of this webinar, you will have something to bring with you for yourself and when you go home, and also with your workmates, no? So this is very important, that our self matters most, and then we'll be able to allow others to matter to us. Okay, so this is very important because this is about self-awareness also, no? That when we are aware of who we are and where we are, then we will be able to see what's happening around us. The pandemic is around, COVID is around, it's been escalating. We notice when we open our Facebook account, no, we get to see people around, at least halos in their profile pics, a candle, no, there's a lot of deaths around us. Pero yes, it is sad, and that is really something to be aware about. But on our end, how do we cope up with this? No, how do we cope up in this pandemic? While some of our friends are experiencing the COVID-19. Also, some of you who are employees had experienced COVID, no, and then been able to survive it, and then you have lived life at this point of time. So how are we going to go through this process, pandemic or no pandemic? How are we going to manage the stressors around us? So before I would like to push through with what I have, can we say good afternoon to the persons beside us and say good afternoon? We can no longer hold them or hug them the way we wanted it to be. Ako clingy, good ko, no? I wanna hug, I wanna, no, touch. But then this pandemic, we get to just fist bump and then just say wave hi, no? So let's say hi to the persons beside us, no? Although it's on social distancing, but let's say hi. We are seeing them. That means we're alive and we are thankful. No, we are grateful that we are in good health, in good shape, and that is something to be happy about. Okay, so I will be sharing to you my screen. May I ask the host to please enable me to share my screen? Thank you. Ayan. I think Miss K or Miss Joanne ba? Oh, I can't share my screen first. Okay, since they are not yet on the site. So, ayan. Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share it already. Ayan. I'll be making my screen in a bigger perspective now. Wait first. Okay. Ayan. O, diba?
Recording in progress.
Got it. Okay, ayan, you notice, no? This is what's happening right now with us, no? When before we can just freely smile without a face mask or a face shield. When before we can just hug people around us. When before we can just cough around and fool around about, yeah, I'm having this cough. No, I have this one. But now we cannot do so anymore. We are more cautious. We are more careful simply because the moment others will hear us cough, they become so anxious that there is a virus going on and coming around them, no? When before we can just hatchu with others, but now no more. We are more careful again because what if I will spread virus to others? So I have to be more careful for myself and to others. When before we can just eat with our hands immediately, now we have to go back to the basic hand washing, simply because it allows us to be healthy and be careful with what we're going through. When before you can just easily in the karinderya or anywhere else, now you are more careful. If I will go here, will I be safe what I'm eating? So there are a lot of things that we go through. We cannot even just stay beside the person that we are with, but we have to keep our distance, no? When before we can just hold hands and hug and then cuddle, or we can just have to be with a lot of friends that we have. Now it's not like that. Yes, we are together, but we are covered with face mask or face shield. So this is the pandemic right now. This is what we're going through. When we go to restaurants, there is social distancing. We cannot just be seated with our husband together. We will be seated in a different area. No, we are separate. We cannot just go. Have you experienced that? No? Or you can just go to movies like you used to be. You can just go to the mall and be free, no? You always have to wear your face mask or your face shield, simply because this is what's happening right now. Sad it may be, and it might not be good with others, but this is the reality, and this is what we will be living on. We noticed that lately there's a lot of debts coming our way, no, from our friends, families, relatives, or even workmates that we have, no. And how are we coping with this one? How are we dealing with this anxiety? Even those healthcare providers that we have, they're also going through this struggle, and they also needed our help. That's why to those who can stay at home, we stay at home. To all of you FICCO employees who are not at home, but working, tilling your grounds to serve the community, thank you. You had been very, very brave to brace through all these uncertainties, no? All these pains that we're going through, all the sickness that we're going through. Pero you're keeping yourself healthy, believing that you're stronger, no? You're healthier. That's why nagkaon lang yun mo din ha, kabadbaran branch, no? Nag-enjoy jud mo ayo, di ba? Kasi gutom na mo. It's okay to eat. At least, lami kay mo tanaw, eat, no? And then, allowing yourself to be healthy means eating well, sleeping well, and resting well, no? So, also, we cannot just go to someone else's house now, no? We are restricted to go to our friend's house. We can just go to their house, but outside. Diba? Oh, so, there are a lot of things that we get to decide. So, now, this pandemic, how will we go through it? How are we going to manage it? It's uncertain because we don't know what's going to happen. But how we live our life right now and how we look forward for tomorrow really matters. So let's try to go through with this. Are you ready? You just give me a thumbs up if you're ready, though. I think so. Thank you. Okay. So here comes. I think I'm not moving. Okay. So at this point of time, I'd like to ask you, kumusta ko? Now you're gonna ask yourself, kumusta ko? Am I in the green? Am I in the green part? It says, maayo kaayo ang akong pamati karon. In a blue heart, okay ang akong pamati karon. Yellow, naglisod ko karon pero okay lang gyapon ko. Purple, ako naglisod og ganahan ko nga naay ka istorya. Red, ako nagkalisod og maayo karon. Ayan. So sige daw be. In the chat box, I want you to write the colors of your heart right now. So whatever branch you may be, kabadbaran unsa kay color sa inyong heart right now. Okay? Let's try to see how are your hearts right now. So if you can write it, most of you manggod kay naa sa all together as a branch, no? So you are operating in one system. So I understand that you'll only have one answer to that. So okay, let me see. Oh, wow, yellow. Wow, naglisod ko karon pero okay lang gihapon ko. Oh, which means you can manage, no? Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's not easy, but I can manage, no? Which means kaya na ko siya. While Quezon, Kibawi, they are into green, no? Dilawan, ma'am. Okay, Hagna is yellow. Quezon is yellow. Lapu-Lapu is in purple. Pero kaya. Yan na ako'y, Okay, so I'd like to take note of Cebu, kaya. Okay, there is violet here. It's Lapu-Lapu, no? Others are yellow. Others are blue. Okay lang sila. So there's only one that's purple. The rest are green and blue. Very good, no? Congratulations for recognizing your feelings, no? It is important that we learn to recognize how we feel at the moment, no? We will not just check on other people. We also have to learn to check on ourselves. Kung gusto ta manghumusta sa laing tao, dapat i-learn nato kumusta ang atong kaugalingon. Kumusta ba ko? Kumusta ako pagbati karon? Okay ba ko karon? Dili man good always na okay ka. There are times you are not okay, and there are times that you may be okay and may not be okay. At some point, you might not be okay with this person, but at some point also, you are okay with other persons, no? So, ingana na siya, atong i-recognize atong feeling. Kaya once we learn to recognize how we feel, then we will be able to address our feelings, then we will be able to understand ourselves, and then we know when we need help, and we know when help is needed the most by us, no? So, inana siya. Okay, congratulations. Thank you for sharing your piece, everyone. Okay, so the last time I spoke about already mental health. Let's just go back to this one, no? So mental health is said to be a state of well-being in which the individual realizes one's own abilities and potentials, copes adequately with the normal stresses of life, displays resilience in the face of extreme life events, They work productively and fruitfully and is able to make a productive contribution to the community. I believe you were able to satisfy yourself and answer yourselves positively in all of these aspects. Yes, you were under stress. Yes, you were able to experience stress, but you were able to manage it. Being able to stand up and to wake up in the morning, being able to get up in the morning and take a bath, take your breakfast, and go to work, that means you are able. And that means you're able to manage your stressors. Yes, there are pressures around you, there are reports around you, but yes, you can manage. Simply because you look forward to waking up, you look forward to coming to work, and you look forward to seeing your workmates. As well as that, you look forward to being with your family. And this is one way of managing stress when we learn to look forward for what is beautiful around us, no? For what is good about us. And this is very productive of us, okay? And then, of course, we were able to, a positive heart also radiates a positive light to others, no? So you'll be able to serve others in your community, in whatever branches you have, no? You will smile to people simply because, yes, it's pandemic, but then you can still extend your smile and your greeting to your members in the community or to the people that you're working with. You may be covered with a mask, no, but that doesn't mean you cannot smile well. You can still smile and extend your goodness to others. Okay? So I am. So there are a lot of areas for us to consider ourselves well. I'd like you to check yourselves. Are you emotionally well right now? So when we talk of wellness, we talk about the 8 areas of wellness. And the first one that we talk about is emotions, no? The emotional. What is this about? We cope effectively with life and create satisfying relationship. Now, if you think so, you are in that, you check yourself. Perfect, no? You are in a relationship, this is not about having boyfriend or girlfriend, huh? This is about relationship in particular with your parents ba, with your siblings ba, with your co-office mates ba, no? Which means into that. And to those who doesn't have relationship like boyfriend or girlfriend or husband and wife, so therefore, there is a time for that though. But they said look at true love waits, no? So when you're ready and your heart is ready and mind is ready and your pockets are ready, go on, okay? But as of this point of time, hold on if you cannot, okay? Kung dili niyo makaya sa magpakaon sa imong kaugalingon, di pa ka-afford magpakaon sa laim, so behave sa okay? But so far, if you think so, you'll be able to manage yourself and how you cope well, then very good, no? You are good with emotional aspect. The second to that, if we are into emotions, then we will also go with the financial, no? Are we satisfied with our current and future financial situation? I believe that the FICCO employees are very good with financial management because you save before you spend. Sakto ba na siya? Do you practice saving before spending or spending into saving? That is what I will always remember about FICCO, no? The value of savings, no? With whatever little that you have, so long as you make something, there is always something to pick up from in case of emergency, no? Ana siya. So that's the other part of it, no? Into the okay, next social, no? We develop a sense of connection, belonging, and a well-developed support system. These are your immediate ninyo ani is at your home, no? People at home, your parents, your siblings, no? Do you talk to them while you are at home? Or when you go home, do you just immediately go to your room and lock yourself up? The pandemic allows us to appreciate people within our support system. Our parents, to those who are single, no? Or to those who are living with their family, no? These are the first people that you are socially inclined to and is of support to you. So they will matter to you. Next to that, your support system is your co-workmates, no? Your workmates in FICCO. Are others, your friends outside of FICCO, your co-members in another organization ba siya? Okay? So these are your support system and these are your social belongingness. And most of all, the pandemic did not restrict us from communicating with our friends. We are still social. We have Facebook, we can text them, we can call them, and we can just have video chat with them or video call with them, no? So we are still social beings, no? We are not left behind. We have people around us. You also have to learn to extend yourself to them so they will be able to reach you. Another part of this one is about spiritual, no? How do we make sense of our purpose and our meaning in life? How is our faith? Do we still pray? Do we still keep our faith in spite of this pandemic or this situation that we are into, do we still thank God that we are alive? Do we still thank God that we are healthy? Do we still thank God that we are able to see our family members, that we are intact, no? So this is your relationship with your God. Whatever religion or discipline that you have right now in your faith, that is your faith. Strengthen your spirituality. When you say, Mom, I don't have a religion, then that is your choice. But so long as you believe that there is a God above all, okay? And that's essential already. Another one is also our environment, no? So good health by occupying pleasant and stimulating environments that support our well-being. Is our neighborhood back clean and well? Is our home back clean also, no? Do we fix our bed when we wake up? Do we fix our blankets, our pillows? This is a basic part of our being environmentalist, no? When we see pleasant, no? When we take a bath around us, when we see clean around us, we will feel well, no? And we will go to the office and meet people, we feel clean simply because our surroundings is clean. So therefore, we are good with it, okay? And then, of course, as of this time also, part of being an environmentalist is we learn to plant trees, no? Or plants per se in our home, in our neighborhood, pwede na siya, no? Or if we don't have the same space that we are into, we can just plant wherever we think so it's deemed necessary for us to occupy, okay? Don't occupy someone else's space, no? And of course, another one is intellectual, no? We recognize our abilities, no? Our being creative, and we find ways to expand our knowledge and skills. In learning, we have to learn to unlearn so that we will be able to learn again. Never be complacent that you say, Mom, I already know that. It is not always that you know, because there are innovations in learning. Allow yourself to learn a lot of strategies. Allow yourself to learn about things that you have not known and things that you have known, but there are innovations, no? So never be complacent. Continue to learn. Continue to expand your knowledge, because a person who likes to expand his knowledge allows himself to grow in aspects of course, intellectual. Okay? So read books, read news, no? Katong kung sane po dyan siya, or expand, read a book. It's important, no, that we learn every day ba siguro you learn to have new words, no? Or vocabulary expansion for you. So not just limit, Ma'am, inani lang yun ko, Ma'am. So well, of course, there is so much to do about you, and there's so much that you've got to learn about you. So continue to learn, no? And expand your, perhaps siguro, you're not just good in accounting. You can also be good in cooking. So there are other things that you like to create and develop. You can be good in painting. So develop something good about you and be creative as possible. As can be, okay? Another thing is physical, no? Recognize your needs and your physical activity. And then others would have the work plans in their diets, their sleep, and their nutrition. As of this time, we say we are in scarcity, no? Naglisod, nagtaba, pero sige lang gihapon tagkaon. You notice that one? We don't have much money, but we are still eating. God is gracious, no? There is food, and people are giving us food as well as we can buy food, no? We have enough money to sustain us to buy food, and with this one, we are able to take good care of ourselves, no? And aside from that, we have to learn to have enough sleep and nourish ourselves, no? So that we will also keep ourselves healthy. Another way also of the physical part is learn to be vaccinated, no? So that we will be protected also, okay? And the other one is occupational. How do we manage ourselves at work? This is very important, no? When we learn to value our work, we make our work values work. If we have good values with us, we will value whatever work that we have. We might not be a manager, a CEO, or whatever position you have right now. Make the most of where you are, of what you have, no? Learn from that, no? You may be a clerk right now, but there is so much to learn from that being a clerk until you grow into the position. Why? The transition is beautiful, no? It may be painstakingly taking you out of your personhood, but it will let you learn to grow more of a person and in the field where you are. From clerk, and I believe all of those who became RMs and managers started with being a collector, being a clerk, no? So it's a process, and then from this process, you'll be able to appreciate that you are growing in your work and you are growing where you are. I appreciate how FICCO values the employees, especially in transition, simply because, no, you don't get stuck as a clerk forever. You move on, no? There is a moving on of positions. In other words, you are being recognized because you are working well. And this will also inspire others to inspire themselves to do well at work, to allow our work values work for us. We become more diligent, no? We become more, what we call this one, we become outstanding in the jobs that we have. No? So if we value our work will also value us as a person and as a family that we have. Okay? So I believe you have all of these 8 areas, and I hope you'll be able to check on yourselves which area are you good at and which area do you need to improve. Remember, a person who loves himself allows himself to improve. A person who loves himself allows himself to develop and to be adaptable and to be flexible. It is not just in online learning that we learn to be flexible. In life, we have to learn to be flexible in our choices, but we know what are we standing for and we know our grounds so that we know what are we going to fight for. That is very important. Okay? So yan, I'll move on. So we'll differentiate what is stress, what is both stress and anxiety, and what is anxiety is all about. We keep on talking about, Ma'am, stress kay ko, Ma'am, anxious kay ko. But what are these ones all about? When we talk about stress, stress is generally a response to an external cause, such as taking a big test or arguing with a friend, no? It goes away once the situation is resolved, no? It can be positive or negative. For example, this one may challenge you. No, example, you'll be given a deadline, no? The deadline may challenge you to be inspired, no, to meet the deadline, or it may cause you to lose sleep. No, example, I'm giving this work, and it says I have to do this. Now, this is the deadline. If you will do it and manage your time with it, then that means you will able to manage it. But if you are going to procrastinate, which means you will have a delay on that, tomorrow na lang, kaya palagi ni siya. What if tomorrow you have a lot of things coming your way? And then it's needed immediately for tomorrow. So what happens? Then you end up being stressed, no? So you end up being in chaos, you end up being irate, no, irritable, and everything else. Don't disturb me, kinakuan ko. And then you become pissed, no? So then you get angry at others for disturbing you when you have all the time to manage it. So that is stress in a positive and a negative part, no? It's either it will help you be inspired, it will motivate you to do it, or it will challenge you to test yourself, no? In fact, they say that a positive mental attitude is simply a positive reaction to stress. You can't avoid stress, but you can do is learn to manage it so that you can move forward and lead a productive and a happy life. So what is stress and anxiety together? When we say stress and anxiety, it can affect your mind and body. You may experience symptoms as you worry a lot, excessive worry, no? But you don't understand, nanong ga worry ko? Para asa niya akong worry? So the next time you are worried, think about it. Para asa ko ga worry? For what am I worrying? What is this worry about? Why am I thinking about this, no? Why do I feel like this? So learn to evaluate your feelings, learn to evaluate your thoughts. Is it reasonable for me to think and worry about this one? Why would I concern about this myself, about this one? So, nganong kinahanglanon na ko siya i-think? Para sa unsa siya? Okay? How will this worry help me? If that worry will not let you go to sleep, then therefore it is disturbing you. Okay? Now, when this worry comes in, you have to learn to realize, I might deal with this one or I will deal with that tomorrow. I will have to worry with my worries tomorrow, or I will just have to sleep right now. Remember also, in psychology, we have what we call our worried time. There is also the crying time. Okay. At 9 o'clock, I'll think about my worries. So all that I worry about, I'll deal with that at 9 o'clock in the morning, or I'll deal with it at 9 o'clock in the evening. Then I'll list down what am I worried about. So pwede siya i-list, tapos i-classify ninyo siya. Which one among these worries can I control? Which one can I not control? And which one about this one concerns me? And which one about among these worries does not concern me? So you have to distinguish, because if it concerns you, you can do something about it. If it does not concern you, then therefore you cannot do something about it. The other person can do about it, okay? So you have to know which one is yours and not yours with regards to that. Because if it's yours, you'll be able to manage it. So that's a friendly reminder for you, know. And you are uneasy, no, you are restless, you can't seem to sleep, you can seem to settle in one place, you have to move around, then you feel tense, no? And they said sometimes you have headaches or body pain or body malaise, no? Aside from the COVID that we're experiencing, but these are the usual feelings of those who are experiencing both stress and anxiety. And they said you have high blood pressures because you cannot just think well, no? You get to be pressing yourself too much. And there is a loss of sleep. You don't sleep well, you are restless. Even if you keep on sleeping, closing your eyes, you cannot sleep, no? Even in wee time, sige nang kadlaw na siya, you cannot sleep well, gihapon siya. And then you end up having sleep in the morning, and then you're gonna get up for work. So you realize that if this is anxiety and stress, and I have to be helping myself, would I get stuck in this or would I help myself? Now you decide. If you're experiencing it now, what would you like to happen to you? Would you like to get stuck with it or are you going to help yourself? Okay. Now let's look at the perspective of anxiety. What is anxiety? No, anxiety generally is internal. If stress is external, anxiety is internal, which means this is your reaction to stress. No, it usually involves a persistent feeling of apprehension or dread that doesn't go away and that interferes with how you live your life. No, anxiety is constant even if there's no immediate threat, no. Some signs to look into anxiety: excessive worrying, no, anxiety or panic attack, mukalit lang ka og kurog, makalit lang kag taranta maski wala kay dapat katarantahan. And then you have your di ba, yung loss of breathing. Oh, that's what we call the panic attack, no. So difficulty concentrating, difficulty in breathing na dayo, no. Then you easily forget things, no. Remember, be careful about this one. And you easily snap, diretso ka ra ma-irritate. So unsa ba, dili pwede ka unsa man, unsa ba, ana ang mga reactions, no. Then you struggle to sleep well and you have tensions in your muscles. If you are experiencing like this, it is best to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Why are you gonna be referred to a psychologist? Because there is a process to be given to you by a psychologist. No, there is a therapy that's gonna be conducted to you, and it will not just be once; it will be a series of sessions with which the psychologist will be giving you. Okay, depending on your level of anxiety or the level the state of anxiety or the concerns of your anxiety, no, or what worries you. Basically, anxiety is more on worrying, no. And then when it is out of hand already, you cannot sleep anymore, that you cannot function well anymore, no. You felt that remember, anxiety and depression are sisters and twins. They go together. Okay, so be careful with this one, no. They said they're sisters simply because when there is the feeling of anxiety, worry about also being depressed, no. So you check on yourselves. Depressed ba ko? Sad ba ko? Helpless ba ko? So you have to check on yourself because it's not always that you immediately end up as depressed, no. There are feelings that you have to learn to validate and to recognize, no. So if this is the case, you are anxious, no, we will refer you to a psychiatrist. This is the time when the psychiatrist will quantify or qualify your level of anxiety, and then sorry, you will be prescribed with a drug, okay, or a medicine, or para say medicine for you to be able to manage your anxiety, no, aside from the sessions that you will be having or the therapy that you'll be having with the psychiatrist. Okay, so stress shock, pwede na siya ma-manage sa counselor o sa psychologist. But if you go further with anxiety, you will be taking good care by a psychologist for therapy and a psychiatrist for therapy and medication. Okay? And it's very expensive when you go to a psychiatrist. So you have to be able to yourself. But there are also services which are also accessible for you. But you have to learn to recognize what do you need, okay? Remember, external, you can control it. In the stress, you can manage it. Anxiety, you are able to recognize it, and then you decide, are you gonna allow yourself to be deeper into this, or are you gonna step up for yourself, no, and be helped about it, okay? So ano siya, kana bitaw ma'am, bisan unsa na akong sleep, really I cannot sleep ma'am. For 3 days I can no longer sleep. I can no longer rest myself, no? Then that's the time we will refer you to a person who is expert in the field, in that profession, who can help you get some rest. Kay brain naman nimo na siya needed to be helped. So you'll be given medication to ease out your brain works, no? So allowing you to keep calm, to be calmer, and to be able to manage it. So now that you can manage, you have to learn to recognize it first. Unsa ni siya akong mga concerns and worries, no? Sometimes our worries are worries in itself, no? If we go beyond worrying about this one, then if it's beyond our control already, then therefore we needed help along the way, okay? And never be afraid to ask for help. If it's about you, you're always worth giving help, okay? According to Archimedes Riaño, he said, life is a pancake, no? No matter how flat or rough it is, it always has two sides. Now, you decide. In life, it's not always smooth sailing, no? There will always be tough times in life. But how you are able to sail through the difficulties in life, that is your decision, no? Even if others will tell you, kaya nimo, if you will tell yourself, di nimo kaya, di nimo siya kaya. Now, if you believe in yourself and you think so that you can, then you will. Even if others will tell you cannot, because the decision to be well is yours. It is not of other people. Now, think about yourself. Are you gonna help yourself, or are you gonna let yourself sink into this kind of situation? Are you gonna swim through and sail on, or are you gonna sink in life? Now, if you love yourself, you will allow yourself to step up from these feelings, no? To manage your emotions so that you'll become better person for yourself and for others. So I hope this will be a gentle reminder for you. It is normal that we are worried at some point, but if it's too much worried that we do not deal with it anymore, and it's beyond our capability, no? Feeling na to din na siya control, out of hand na siya, then we need a help of a professional, okay? So please allow yourself to be cared for. Okay? So I hope we are clear with that one, no? Okay, so there are different states of anxiety. So Gikaron, I'd like to know in the chat box, which color are you now? If you belong to the green and the light green, therefore, it says you are still in the high functioning. What does this mean, no? You are still able to go to work, social events, but still have some mild symptoms like getting overstimulated or going through over-analyzed because situation. Okay. But still, you can go to work. Okay? Good siya. That means it's good. Now, if you have you have moderate anxiety, these are your symptoms, no? The treading the water, like you can fulfill some obligation but gets easily overwhelmed. Nagano kaya akong trabaho, my God, saan ko manage, okay? O, muna siya. Yellow na siya. But when you think you are in crisis or you are in panic, you feel strongly the absence of control and have intense symptoms, no? You hyperventilate, o di na ka nakahinga, no? And then you lost awareness of surroundings, or sometimes you faint, no? Kaya wala na, no, lost in space na ka, no? Nag-spaced out ka na siya. So now, I'd like to see in the chat box, which colors are you in the smiley for anxiety? Sige, which one are you? Are you into green? You decide as a branch, pwede as a branch, no? Kung sa tong color karon ba, anxious ba ta? Okay, pwede siya. Tanawin na to. Kung green ba mo, light green, yellow, orange, or red. Okay, green. Very good. You are well. Salay, hinguog, molabe, mental. Hi, Ate Maris. Okay, Maranding, green. San Fran's green. Very good. So you are team green. Therefore, the FICCO employees right now may be anxious but are able to work well, and they are highly functioning. So which means you may be stressed but you are not anxious. Okay? So at least very good job. Balingasa green, Damila green. Okay. Lapu-Lapu is green. Kaganina kay lahi pod yung color karon green na mo. Very good, Lapu-Lapu. You're progressing. Okay? Good job. And then Iligan is green, Balinguan is green, Kabadwan. Good job, good job. Thank you, everybody. You are very, very good, no? So I believe, remember, that anxiety is excessive worrying. No? It will become an illness. So if you need help, no, there is a depression project that's available for you, or the mental wellness program that is available for you also. Later, I will be telling you what are these sites that you have to look into, okay? So let me see the others. Don Carlos is green and FICCO Tagum is green. Wow, thank you. So remember, no, this may not be constant, the signs and symptoms, but you learn to recognize what worries you, what are your concerns, and what can you do about it. Okay? So, okay, let's proceed. So what are the ways to manage stress and anxiety? I only have 10 ways. Nanuman, short siya para ma-remember ninyo siya and then ma-recognize ninyo siya. Why is it all about self? Because you are able to manage what you have, no? Not just people around you, but you. You will decide when are you gonna step up for yourself. Okay, mo na siyang halos individual ang picture na akong glue right now, no? Okay, the first thing that you have there is to breathe, no? Learn how to breathe, no? Learn relaxation exercise. Last time, I taught you about the triangular breathing and the square breathing or the infinity 8 breathing. Now we will have the 4, 7, and 8 breathing. Okay, unsa man ni siya? This is what we call when you are stressed or when you are anxious, try to recognize your breathing. Okay, now this is 4, 7, 8, which means take a deep breath through your nose in 4 counts. Okay, then hold your breath and silently count from 1 to 7. For example, nag-hold on man mo from breathing in, hold it for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 counts, you slowly let go of your breath, no, of your air, through your mouth in 8 counts. Ano siya, dili kay, okay, mas stress man mo sa iyong breathing. So you have to learn to do it gradually. Okay, let's do that. I'd like to see you open your cameras. Okay, let's do the breathing exercises. And I'd like you to sit well, okay, wherever you are right now. Sige daw, be. Let's have the challenge of the century. Lionel Mark, okay ra mo na sa inyong kingdom. Okay, so are we ready? Let me see you in your forms. Ayan. Okay, so shall we sit down well? No, we can sit down well and then it's either we can extend our hands for breathing, ano siya, no? Or we can just keep still, no? We can let our arms be on our laps, no? Our lap. Pwede na po siya. And then we allow, dili po ka manggahi bito to when we breathe in, hindi naman siya relaxation, that's stillness. Okay, so when we breathe, although naka-mask, no, let's do breathing in through our nose slowly, no? Breathe in, hold. Okay, sige, ayan, nakita ko na mga hi. Pico Alubid. Okay, Davao Sportive Alagay, no? And Maramag, Bukidnon, akong suki ang Quezon, Don Carlos, and everyone else. And Tagum and San Francisco. Okay, so are we gonna do it? Okay, let's do it now slowly. Inhale through your nose in 4 counts. Okay, inhale, everybody, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Put what yours. Okay, in 7 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then slowly let go of it through your mouth. Okay? Tanan inyong gi-inhale, inyo siyang i-exhale. Dili kay mura mo nag-hold on, murag napingot inyong itsura. Okay? Kanang mo relax good mo, nag-inhale lagi pero itsura wala naka-relax nang gahi. Okay? So you are going to have a grasp of yourself, okay? Okay, let's go do it together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold on. Slowly let go. Okay, now, let's do that again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold on. Let go. Ayan. Very good. Now, I'd like you not to hold your arms like this, but I'd like you to let go of your arms. Nano man, you are restricting yourself to breathe, no? So I'd like you to let your, dili mag-hold sa arms like that, kung dili let go, as in, wala mo gi-hold on. Oo. Kana siyang relax mo. Na naman, because you wanted to feel free from breathing, tapos restricting yourself, di ba? There's a time to hugging and there's a time not to, because correct that, no? So, karon, exhale sa tag-inhale. Okay, again, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale. Hold on. Exhale. Ayan. Now, I will not count anymore, but I'd like to see you doing the inhale. So, I'll say inhale, then hold on, and let go. Okay? In 5, 4, yeah, I'd like to see how you're doing in your area. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold on. Let go. Murag nanggahi yung mga itsura nga let go mo ba? Murag wala siya sa na broken hearted mo. You have to learn when to hold on and when to let go. Murag pag na in love mo, dili kinahanglan ng ihatag tanan, dapat i-hold on pod. Okay? Sa relasyon, inana po siya. Puro po sa inyong kinabuhi. You learn how to hold on, Lionel Mark, and you learn how to let go. Di ba, Lionel? Okay. So, inana ang kalibutan. Okay, kaya? Now, I'd like you to have another breathing para dali na siya sa inyo, ha. This is what we call the hand breathing. Kung kaganina is 5, 4, 7, 8, karon hand lang siya. Nanuman, it's within your reach. Oh, di ba? What you will do, pwede niyo siya, dili gid ipakita sa uban nga nag-breathing mo, kundi you can place it underneath, pero ga-relax mo siya, okay? You can place it on your table ba, ga-relax mo, or you can, kung kamo lang isa, pwede niyo siya. What does this mean? This start, that means you inhale. Okay, can you touch your hands, everybody? Okay, let me see your hands. Now you have free hands, okay? Free hands, very good. Can we raise our hands? Ayan, let's raise our hands. That means we're free, right? Okay, now, this hand is your pointing hand. So this is your pointing finger. This is your left hand. Okay, when you say you trace from here, this means you are going to inhale from here. When you reach here, you hold on a bit and then let go. Inhale here. Hold on. Let go. Okay, inhale. Hold on. Let go. Inhale. Hold on. Let go. Inhale. Hold. Let go. Oh, okay. Can you do that? Now, I'd like you to do that holding your hands like this. I mean, letting your hands like this and pointing it out. You do it on your own right now. Okay, in 5. Arte kayo ba, no? Let me see your hand. Okay, everybody? Your hands. Kay kanisha, you can do it on your own, no? You don't have to show it to others. You can have it on the rest on your table, no? While you are breathing, you can close your eyes and you do it. Oh, you can do it like that. Okay, so let's do it all together. Hands at takaran. I'd like to see all of your hands and you'll point on it together. Okay, Kabadbaran boys, are we ready? Okay, Don Carlos is so ready, and Quezon, no, and Bintal and Alubido. And what's FRPC? Murag layo. Okay, hi. There's a lot of you there in Tagum. Okay, everybody, are we ready? Inhale. Now start with this one, no? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Then exhale. Okay? Now, I'd like you to do that on your own. Everybody lift your hands. I will not be saying inhale and exhale. I'd like you to finish it. You start from this part, the thumb part, to the pinky part. Okay? So, if everybody, in 5, 4, I'll check on your tabs. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale. Exhale. Hingapon mo, dili kay kanhi yung hands lang ganaan na. Dapat hingag yun. Okay, sige. Dili kay ganaan na. Usa man ni. Okay, damay. Kani ang hand thing. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, very good. Give yourselves a big hand. Congratulations. I appreciate those who really participated, you know. Now, you don't have to do that when others are seeing. You can do that when your hand is being pressed on your table, no? Kanang, you can just take a pause for a while. Kanang di ka mo sa busy kayo, stress kayo, gusto mo. You can do that. You can just rest your hands and then you do that. Until you reach your your pinky finger, okay? That is more accessible to you. I think this is more helpful to you. Then I would let you have the 4, 7, 9, okay? So congratulations. Can you give yourselves a big hand again? I thank you for participating in that end, okay? So also don't forget also to, if you have time when you're at home, do some gardening. If you want to do planting, it will also allow you to feel relaxed and to allow you to see that your plants are growing, to appreciate your efforts, no? It's very beautiful. And others do some stretching, some yoga, and others do just reflections or meditation, no? Kung namo sa mga bukid, pwede mo mag-meditate, or wherever you are in your bedroom, pwede mo you can work on your yogas, no? That will also be helpful for you. Okay, so next one. Okay, so these are the other types of breathing, no, that will help us calm down when we are stressed, no? There's the hand breathing. There's a star breathing. For children, very beautiful ang star breathing, no? And then for us also, or the infinity 8, the triangular, which we had before, and the square breathing, no? So these are the other breathing. Okay. So these are our grounding exercise. So let's try to see. Okay, I'd like you to see and to tell me in your area, what are the 5 things you can see? Example, no, tense kayo ka. Usually, this is given to people who are anxious, kana bitong hyperventilate, or they are having this feeling na they're too much shaking themselves, nga they can't seem to control themselves. You allow the person to relax first by breathing. Okay, let's count first. Okay, in 5 counts, slowly breathe in. Okay, now, since you are able to recognize yourself, now let's start to recognize things around us. So, kamun tanan nga naa ng area, what are the 5 things that you can see around you? Okay, so you have to learn to recognize that one, no? So, what are these ones? Sige, sa inyong area, hingoog. What are the 5 things that you can see hingoog? Nakakita na kung pagkaon gi-distribute sa hingoog. Very good kay sila, oh. Sige, Dobby, hingoog, you can answer me. What are the 5 things you can see in your area? Can you answer me? Or you can unmute yourselves. Dili naman makabreathe. Okay. Sige. Hingog branch. O sige, Dobe. What? Pwede ninyo ma-mute inyo ang mic, hingog branch. You can answer all together. Okay. Where is that? Sige, balikan ta mo kay murag wala control sa inyo. Okay, Oroqueta branch. Sige, tawagon. Lionel, what are the 5 things you can see within your area? Sige, Oroqueta branch. Tell me. Nag-chismis yun sila do. O, sige. Okay. Oroqueta branch. Are the 5
things you can see. Computer.
What else?
Bond papers.
Bond paper. Trabaho, ginitaran ba?
Laman ba? Kung laman ka. Chairs. TV.
TV and laptop. Very good. Very good. Thank you. How about lady?
I see a lady, lots of ladies.
Okay, I like. How about San Francisco? What are the 4 things you can touch around you? Sige, be unmute daw, San Franz. The 5 things you can touch around you. Laptop.
Speakers. Electric fan. Projector and table.
Okay, so those are what you think. Remember, the 5 things you see around you, it can be a spot on the ceiling or anything around your surrounding, no? The 4 things you can touch around you, it can be a hair, a pillow, or a ground under your feet. Okay? Okay. How about things that you can hear around you? It can also be a rumbling tummy, gutom na mo, or anything that is outside your body. Sige, Aguinaldo branch. What are the three things you can hear around you? Okay. Hi, Tito Joe Pax. Si Tito Joe Pax good. Oh, sige. What are the three things you can hear around you? Aguinaldo Branch.
Table.
Here. You can hear.
Kuya Pax.
Medyo Pax.
Tiyo sa car.
Car. O, sa car. Sunod.
Baso.
Ano?
Cellphone.
Sa cellphone. Okay. Thank you, Tito Joe Pax and Aguinaldo Branch. Molabi have motors, cars, and aircon. Siargao, Guardia. Guardia yun ah. And then FICCO Puerto rain. It's raining, di ay? And laughter. Borobo, rice, TV plants that you're seeing around. Very good, no, Borobo? Okay. Siargao, paper, computer, tawag at transact, aircon, ug cellphone. Very good. Gigutom gid siguro ang Puerto kanana sila plate, spoon, fork, coke ug pansit. Nana may food ha. Alubihid yung paper, computer, money dispenser and projector. Okay. Damilag your coworkers, very good. Region 5 Bayugan, laptop, projector, speaker and aircon. Okay. Mandawi, you have carton, laptop and grabe puro gid pang trabaho. Cellphone, speaker and monitor in Damilag. And Davao, laptop, projector and the speaker, aircon and the keyboard. Okay, very good. Sige, Dobby. Let me see. How about sa Quezon, Bukidnon? What are the 5 things you are seeing in there? Unmute yourself, Dobby. Quezon, Bukidnon. Dagan, yun sila. Sige, Bukidnon, Quezon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Quezon.
Keyboard, mouse, laptop, ballpen, and notebook.
Very good. Good job. Thank you. Kuya Johnson Tan. Sige. What are the 2 things you can smell in there? Diba? Sige daw. Kuya Johnson, are you there? Laguro siya. Murag mga out of the office man ako makastorya karon kayo nila ako. Sige. FRPC. Dagan sila. Hi. Sige. What are the 4 things you can touch around you?
Unsa to ma'am ta?
4 things you can touch. Kuya?
Unsa to siya?
What are the 2 things you can smell, Kuya Johnson? You can smell around you. Ha? Unsa yung kakasimutan danan dapita?
Downy.
Wow. Murag man labag.
King Downy din sa IT.
Wow. And the other one? Kuya?
Greenwich ka spaghetti man eh.
Wow! Nasulay food. Very good. Sige, thank you. Now I'm going to FRPC. Kumusta? What are the 4 things you can touch around you there?
Ballpen, mousepad, mouse, speaker.
Why? Very good. How about Don Carlos? What are the 3 things you can hear there? Don Carlos. Wapo kayo mga taga-FRCPC na napita, kompleto sila, hi! Don Carlos, are you there? Wala pa ilang mag-unmute sa ilahang mic. Okay, how about San Francisco? Hi! Sige. What are the 5 things you can see around? I think I already asked them. Yeah, I already asked them. Na-obsessed din siguro ko sa kadaghan sa... Okay, mental! Ayan, they're all seated there. Hi, mental! Sige daw, be. Mga gwapo lagi na sa mental karon ay. Sige. I've been there ba ya at mental? Di ba it's in Davao? Oo, I was there before. Sige daw, be. Kumusta ang mental lalabs? Are you there? Sige daw. What are the 4 things you can touch around you in mental? Sige, what are the 4 things you can touch around you? Group work, getting mental karon ba? O sa yung gakakaptan? Mute, Guru. I can't hear you. Sige, FICCO. Unmute again. O, sige daw. FICCO mental. What's in you there? Kaya ang Cebu ka cellphone, keyboard, mouse, and pen. Durian sa Iligan. Sige, left. Okay. Sige, mental. Nawala akong mental. Dili na ako mamadunggan. Sige, chat na lang ko ninyo mental. Okay, FICCO Davao branch. Hi! Daghan sila sa table. Hello! Hi! Hi, Davao! What are the 5 things you can see around you in Davao?
Wow! Ma'am, we see
You see what? What else?
the beautiful employees and handsome employees.
Yay!
Yes, table.
Chairs and
Pan. Among snack pan.
a snack pan. Very good. At least I've snack, no? Thank you. Thank you, Davao.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Tagum branch. Hi, Tagum. Ayan. Oh, ikaw na magdulo sa computer. Sige, Tagum, hi. Oh, what are the 2 things you can smell in there? Basin na po ni sila snack ba? Sige, Dobe. Basin kasi mo sa Greenwich, Dani. What are the 2 things you can smell in Davao? In Tagum.
Ma'am, humot ka mong kon, ma'am, kauban. Zunrok siya, ma'am. O perfume.
Perfume. And then? Thank you. Alubihid, hi. Sige. What are the 2 things you can smell in Alubihid? I can't hear. I think you need to have your mic on, sir. Ay, I can't hear. Gwapo pa naman ni si Alubihid karon, no? Sige. Pizza lang. Oh, you chatted. Very good. Thank you. How about Butuan? What can you smell in there, Butuan? Hi, mga gwapo sa Butuan. You have the aircon and laptop there. There is a snack na siguro sa Butuan. Hi, Butuan. So, Butuan Libertad, you have spaghetti. And the CR, you can, smooth kasi ang CR sa Butuan ay. Thank you. Okay, at the main office, what are the 5 things you can see in there? Kinsa ang controller sa main office, Tobe? Sige daw. Yeah, okay. You will, main, Barubo, utot sa kauban. Grabe yung kayo utot sa kauban. Okay, Barubo, good job. Main office? Kinsa ang answers ako sa main office? You can unmute yourself if you wanted to. Tawag. Okay. After main office, balikan ako. Mental. Sige. Main office, are you gonna chat or gonna answer? Sige. Tandag, side laptop, speakers, ball pens, papers, notebooks, ayan, printer, spray, and alcohol from Tandag branch. Hi, Tandag, and flowers. It's so nice to be in Tandag. When you're going uphill, bitaw, you will see the ocean. No, very beautiful ang ilahang place. Very nice po ang beach. Okay. Main, wala na ako nagpalang main. Sige, balikan ako after sa main siguro. Balikan sa na ako ang mental. Sige, mental, where are you? Ano to akong mental? Akong mga guwapo.
Ma'am, sir, baka na, ma'am.
Sige, 3 things you can hear at mental.
3 things?
You can hear. Oo.
Boss!
Last, ma'am.
Boss. Oo, no, kaya alam ko yun.
Yes.
And then?
Ikaw sa ma'am.
The birds.
The birds?
Birds are singing.
That's why.
Tulong sa akin ka, ma'am. Gusto kayo?
Viewing machine.
So, kuan, bugna ang mental. Okay, thank you. Okay, give yourselves a big hand, everybody. Thank you. Good job. Okay, main office, laptop keys, aircon chairs, and speaker. Okay, thank you, main office. Now, why am I telling you this one? Why am I asking you this one? Because when you are anxious, you can have this one within your reach, no? When you are anxious, you can readily access to this. What am I seeing? If you can still recognize things around you, therefore, you are still in control with yourself. If you can touch things and you know that they are touchable and you can feel them, therefore, you still have your presence of mind, no? And if you can still hear and you can still hear what's going on around you, even if you close your eyes, therefore, you are still in control with yourself. The moment that you feel anxious or you hyperventilate, you try to close your eyes and you slowly breathe in, and then you recognize yourself and the sounds around you. If you can still hear that one, therefore, you are within your reach. You are still grounded. That you are still aware with what's happening with you, okay? As of this point of time, especially this pandemic, our sense of smell and sense of taste really matters, no? If we can still smell something, that means we are healthy. If we can still taste the palatable food that we are having, therefore we are still healthy, okay? So try it so that you'll be able to have a control over it, okay? Thank you. Let me proceed to the next one. Okay? Okay, balik sa deco. Nourish yourself and take a good sufficient rest, no? Drink water regularly, eat vegetables and fruits regularly, reduce an intake of cola and caffeine, reduce intake of artificial juice and other beverages, and minimize processed food. And you have to learn to take a short break every day. Take a good nap while you can, like you said, either a power nap, or you can rest and relax your mind and try not to overthink. We end up being stressed when we allow ourselves to overthink a lot of things. Remember, if it worries you and it can wait for tomorrow, you think about it. I'll have to sleep right now and I'll think about that worry tomorrow. Okay, now if you have reports for tomorrow, we can do it now and then you like to sleep afterwards. Make sure to sleep before any presentation, no? Or any reports that you have, no? Because sometimes, man, good, we overdo ourselves with what we're doing. And then we end up being not relaxed. And we are tense and we easily snap. Okay? So as they said, you learn to sleep like a baby. Okay? Then set goals and focus and practice time management. Remember, it is impossible to give all of every single area of your life all at once. Accept that you can perfectly juggle everything, no? So let your worries shift and change. Remember that no one has it all perfectly done and with balance, no? So you allow yourself to be flexible in it. Remember also, you have to learn to set realistic and achievable goals, no? Diba? You're switching, you have your strengths, weaknesses, and your other forms in planning, where you have to learn to organize that one, no? And then you set your priorities, which one is important and not important. I have in here the Eisenhower matrix, no? Things that we can do about, okay? Okay, this one. Things that you can do about, things that you need to plan about, things that can wait, and things that you need to eliminate. What are these things that you can do about? You have to learn to have this one in your notebook or in your planner ba, wherever you are at the office pa siya. Things that you can do about something that's urgent and important, no? Your crisis, your meaningful deadlines at work, or any emergencies that you think so you'll be needed, no? For plans, you have to learn to what is important but not urgent, no? This may be relationships, your good health, reflections, and your plannings, no? Something to wait, which means you can do about it later on, no? It is urgent, but it is not important, no? Like interruptions, your emails, or other meetings. So you can schedule it, man, good. And another one, something to eliminate, no? It's not urgent. It is not important. Time wasters, business that you have something about movies, no? Your movie marathon and everything else that you have. So these are things that you need to remember about, okay? So another thing is learn to focus, no? Follow only one course until successful, which means you learn to manage what you needed at the moment, no? By step by step, one step at a time, by and by, okay? And then have a small notebook, no, in case you wanted to write an idea that you have, no? And then make sure to have time limit for work, no? You learn to avoid burnout and neglect, no? So sa FICCO karon, you are gonna go out by 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. That means you have time to go home and time to spend for your family. Sa una man good, you are too driven with a lot of things that you have. Then you go home exhausted na siya. Please, when you go home, make sure that you have time for yourself. You have time for your wife. You have time for your children, for your family, no? Allow yourself to find meaningful moments with them while you are alive, no? You work, make sure that your work has meaning for you, for your family to know. Because if you will not have time for your family, therefore, your work is not being valued well by you, okay? Because the main purpose for your work is for yourself and for your family too, okay? So, find time to be with them. Remember that you really have to take time for that, okay? And of course, now respect the time for your meals, exercise, and sleep. You can't work well if you're hungry, drowsy, or lethargic, okay? I have there, no, pictures. I got that from Lionel. I asked him. Okay? Okay, so ayan siya. That, I think that's from the Oroqueta that they have. Now, remember, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent that survives. It's the strongest, it's the most adaptable one to change. Okay? So, ayan. Okay, where am I? Okay, now this one. I'd like you have a paper in there to draw 3 circles there. A big circle, a middle circle, and a little circle there. I think you have your paper and your ball pens, no? So, in stress management, you also have to learn to focus on what you can control. There you can make a circle of concern, influence, and control. In that area, what is in the control area? You identify the issues or elements of the situation that you can control, no? In the influence, you identify the elements that you can control, but you can have an influence about, no? And then in the identity, the third one, the acceptance or the adaptive, no? You'll identify the things that you can neither control nor influence, but you can adapt accordingly. So with that, you'll be able to look into your concerns. Now, you look at it, no, if it's beyond your control circle, therefore, you have no control over that. Someone else has control over that. But within you, yourself, your choices, your meetings with people, your relationship with people, you are in control of that. No, your feelings, no, your following, sa inyong mga Facebook ba siya, sa inyong mga Instagram, sa Twitter ba siya, or any transactions that you have, that is you are in control. Meetings that you'll be having, engagement that you'll be having, that is in control with you, no? Example, kaning COVID, no, cases, no, we cannot control that because that's a pandemic. But you can do something about it in your end. What can you do? You stay healthy, you keep safe, practice the social distancing, practice the face mask wearing, the face shield, basic hand washing, nanuman siya. Because this is within your control, you are the first person to make yourself healthy and to make yourself safe from all of this. And beyond that, the cause of death from others, you cannot control about that. But within you, you have something to do about. Remember, no? When you understand these potential responses, you can put problems into perspectives more easily and get a sense of what you can and can't accomplish, no? And this is all about your effort for yourself, okay? And of course, this is a gentle reminder for you. When you think you have too much already, you seek for a professional help. No, never hesitate to talk to a guidance counselor, to a psychologist, to a psychiatrist, because seeing them can help you break down your goals into easier, achievable steps and support you in this goal of making yourself a priority. And also learn how to pray, no? Ingon pa daw ni Catherine Zeta-Jones, there is no need to suffer silently and there is no shame in seeking for help. If you think so, you're going through troubles, no? Physically, psychologically, emotionally, seek for help, no? If you think you can manage, good. But if you cannot, then ask for help, no? It's not hard, it's not difficult to ask for help. You have an open society who can understand that you need support, especially in your well-being. Especially in these times of pandemic when people are so stressed and so worried about what's going on. If you think so, you need help and need something to talk to, you can ask for help. Don't worry about it, okay? Remember, you do not need to be at your lowest point to get help. There is help. To you, to each one of you, how to seek for help also is to learn to acknowledge how you feel. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you upset? You have to learn how to describe your feeling. Example to your friend, no? You are not just easily depressed. Or we can be, I was sad, or I am sad, I am upset, I was frustrated. So you learn to describe your feelings. I am hopeful, I am hurt at some point, yes. I am confused with our status in the relationship. I wanted to have a clear things about this one. Pwede siya. You have to learn to describe how you feel so that you will be understood by others. Because if not, then they will just say, okay lang ka. but actually you are not okay. And you will have to learn to find moments with yourself. And when you learn to recognize this one, then you'll be helped along the way. Okay? Next, communicate and connect with your support system. Who are your support system? These are, okay, example, no, your friends, your family, pinaka-basic nimo, your family, your friends in the neighborhood, your relatives, your office mates at FICCO, no, you have a lot of friends along the way. You be thankful that they're around you, no? Seeing them allows you to appreciate that you have workmates and you have a work, no? And then, sa unang panahon, wala pa'y pandemic, we can just be together, no? Karon, when we gather, what happened? We have to have Facebook. Sa unang panahon, kay, we can just gather, no? Go for team run, no? Fun run, no? We have, what do you call this one? We have championship for basketball, bowling, all of these stuffs that we have together. But now, we are kept in an area. So therefore, it says we may not be able to go with this kind of people, but we can talk to them. We can do video call, we can do chat, and we can have text with them. No, so learn to express how you feel about them. Like, I miss you so much. Especially karon, those who are most affected are our students, our kids, no, because they wanted to be out more, but since there's restriction, they're at home. So best time is you go out, no, and then talk to the family that you have, no, talk to your parents, talk to your wife, your husband, or your children. Find time, find moments with them. In the office, when you are together, make sure that you are protected at the moment, no? And then, of course, you can still talk to them, no? If there are problems or concerns, you can always approach each other rather than letting it be, okay? So be with someone who brings out the best in you, not the stress in you. I'd like to remind you of that, no? Remember, uncertainty and fear can be overwhelming, but you have to remember that you are not alone. You have a family, you have good friends, and you have a community who cares about you. And that matters the most, okay? And most importantly, you have to learn to love yourself and to reward yourself with a me time, no? You have to learn to appreciate the person that you are, no? Give yourself a great big hug a day, no? Para siyang, you are the first person to give that hug for yourself and be your own cheerleader. Kaya lagi nako mi siya, no? Kaya ni siya, I can do it, we can do it, no? And take time to have a date with yourself and pause. It's important, no? Then I'd like to remind you to love yourself and really know who you are. Who am I? What am I wanting in life, no? Unsa akong makaya? Unsa akong dili makaya, okay? And don't take yourself nor your life for granted. You are very important and you are the most important person in this lifetime, okay? And then others will follow, no? Remember, givers have to set limits because takers rarely do. That's according to Irma Kurtz, no? And then find time to read a good book, have a good long bath, take time to sit down and relax, no? Have some desserts, a milk, coffee, or tea, no? Or a cake, a slice of it, no? And make a journal and celebrate your small victories. Something to be thankful about and something to be happy about. And laugh at times, no? You may be alone, but you can still laugh at your own follies, okay? And may I remind you to be kind, to take courage, to stand strong, and be brave for yourself, no? You have to learn to be kind and considerate to yourself, to give to yourself. If you always give to others, you have to learn to give to yourself, no? Learn to be compassionate, no? And stay true to yourself. Stay true to the person that you are. You are important, no? And you have to learn to take good care of yourself. We always learn to take care of others, no? But we have forgotten to take good care of ourselves and to love ourselves, you know? It's important. And then live your life of notable decency by continuously exercising decision and judgment that are morally and spiritually and legally grounded. Practice integrity, whether you're alone or with others. Remember, your integrity is a sign that you are honest. In FICCO, integrity really matters, no? That is about trust beyond, okay? Which means whatever little or big things that is in front of you, you are being believed to be honest and trustworthy, no? So remember that one. Then be generous and pay it forward. Do something good to others. If something has been done good to you, extend the goodness to others. It's important. And be a person who turns negative into a positive, no? Adversity into advantage, stumbling blocks into a stepping stone, and be a person who will refuse to let disappointment or failure pull you down. Usahay, makita na to, upset kay feeling na to, dili siya, things doesn't come the way we wanted it to be. But most importantly, we realize that it may not be what we wanted to be, but it is enough for us, no? We learn to appreciate whatever little it is that we have so that we'll be able to live a life that is full of us, no? So yun lang siya. Let's continue to live and fight, no? We stay hopeful and we keep the faith. And remember, we are stronger than we know. That's according to Mulan. According to this one, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the little voice at the end of the day. I'll try again tomorrow. Try again. If things doesn't work out today, try again. There's another tomorrow to try again. And when you try again, look into why it didn't work yesterday. Perhaps this is the other way that I can do things. Okay? And number 9, learn to be resilient and be tenacious. What does this mean? No? You have the capacity to withstand the adversities and challenges of life. And by coping positively and to go on with life. In FICCO, some of the employees have experienced having had COVID, no? And then being away from the family, being restricted, no? Being a house in a dorm, and then all of these ones, no? But you were never alone, no? There, you have a family who were supporting you. You have a community that helps you along the way. Then therefore, go back to this kind of experiencing. When you think so, you're so down, beaten, no? Then allow yourself to be inspired to inspire yourself to keep up, no? To live life, no? Not to let go, to hold on, and to believe that there is something good coming your way, no? Remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So you will never give up on yourself. When you are going through something, that doesn't mean you cannot outdo yourself, no? You can pick up yourself. You can stand up for yourself, and you can decide to be better for yourself. We look forward that we will be able to see each other again, to dance together, to sing together, to smile together without our mask, no? Our face shield, to hug again, to smile again, to travel places again, together with our family or with our co-workers. But as of this time, we learn to manage, we learn to adapt, and we learn to be flexible. That these things may not last long, no? It will come to pass. But as of this moment, bear with it, manage it, and live with where you are and do something about it. Okay? And of course, rest if you must, but you have to not quit at it. Okay? So there are things you have to be grateful about in life, no? In little or big things in life, there is something to be thankful about. The animals that you have or the creatures that you have, no, your kato mga puppy mommies or daddies that they have, no, for birthdays that we celebrate our birthdays, no, while others does not have birthday celebration already because they died before their birthdays, no, or others passed away prior to their birthdays. While you are alive right now and you're celebrating your birthday, be thankful, no, that you have another life, that you are living it out. For connections, for friends, for families, no? For being able to reach out to them, that's something good. For you having dreams, continue to have big dreams and realize them. For the energy and for the life that you have, be thankful about it. For good friendship, for generosity given to you and you extend to others, that's something to be thankful about. For the pizza that you're eating right now, for the sponsors, thank them. For the Jollibee, for the spaghetti, for the greenage that you have, for the pandesal, thank the people who gave you that. That is generosity at its best, no? For you to be hopeful, to be thankful about it, no? For ideas that's coming your way, it's something to be thankful about. That means there is something good coming your way. For the joy in your heart, for the kindness in you and from others, for luck that came your way, and for those luck that's gonna come your way again. For music to your ears, from people, from sounds, from anything that you can hear about. For nature that you are standing on. For your optimism, no? For your belief in possibilities, for questions in your mind that you will be answered, for romance or for relationship, for self-love, for technology that we can communicate even if we don't see each other physically, for being understanding, and for visions that you have. FICCO has a lot of visions. We are realizing it because we are there, no? And we are able to transcribe it through people, no? Because we are transforming lives, our lives and others too, no? We transcend accordingly. And we wander around, no? What's in us, we are allow wonder to come our way. And then we appreciate blessings, Christmas and everything else, life, people around us. And we continue to be youthful in our belief that we are young, and we look forward to greater things of growing older and becoming better. And of course, we never cease to be positive, no? That's why we are able to zeal ourselves. As they would say, this may not be the year to get everything that you want, but this is the year to appreciate everything that you have. Let's stay grateful. After all, there's so much to be grateful about, okay? According to Chicken Soup for the Soul, loving ourselves works miracles in our lives, no? And then we be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when we needed help, and brave enough to ask for it, no? And there is no greater reward than working from your heart and making a difference in the world. Continue to make a difference in your lives and become the person that you are. Take good care of yourself, no? Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to take good care of yourself, no? We don't always just take care of other people. We have to learn to take good care of ourselves. We cannot give what we do not have, and we cannot pour from an empty cup, no? You cannot give when you don't have it after all. When you ask for love, give that love first to yourself so that you can give love to others. If you ask for time from others, do you have time for yourself? Give that time back to yourself. Have a date with yourself. No, have moments with yourself. It's important. One way of managing stress is to find time for yourself. To have a date with you, to have moments with yourself, even in silence. Pwede usahay magtanga. Pwede usahay mo pause, no? But then, continue and get up after that. Okay, now, I'd like you to have to take note of this one. These are the helplines in CDO. This is our city social welfare, no, in Cagayan de Oro, and also in our mental health association in Cagayan de Oro and Misamis Oriental. And for the national crisis hotline that we have, no, we have this one. Kumusta ka? Tara usap tayo. These are their mobile numbers and the landline numbers in case you wanted to reach out to them. I hope you'll be able to take down notes on that, no? Okay, and I'd like to take credits on all of these resources that I have from Wellness Approach, the Psychiatric Rehabilitation Journal, from Psych Central, from the Guidance Counselors Association of the Philippines, where I am associated with, from the Psychological Association of the Philippines also, and from friends that I have, from Archie, from Nico, from Myra, from Princess Laila and to Mama Rose for the pictures, from Chloe, from Positive Present, and for Chicken Soup for the Soul for their pics and their thoughts, no? And from YouTube, with those that I will be sharing to you about, okay? So again, I think I'm done with this area. I'll stop to share this one, but I will end with another, I'll share a music for you to
I can feel a hole inside my heart, 1,000 missing pieces, lost and torn apart. Heavy teardrops covering my eyes. I stumble through the darkness, looking for the light. I don't know how long this will last, but I'll keep fighting till the very end. I may be bruised, but I'm not broken. I may be tired, but I'm alive. And I will live with arms wide open. This heart can love. I'm not broken. There's a day when all our hearts will mend. The pieces we've been missing will be restored again. But till that day, I'll take the parts of me, the ones I've held together, and see where love will lead. I didn't choose to live the life I live, but I can choose to make the most of it. I may be bruised, but I'm not broken. I may be tired,
Ayan, no? It's a reminder for us that at some point in our lives, we may be bruised, but we are not broken. We may be in pain, we may be disappointed, but we will never break ourselves. We be reminded that we have to learn to go back to love ourselves. We have to learn to appreciate ourselves. We learn to value ourselves. We learn to take good care of ourselves so that we'll be able to take good care of others, no? It is not for us to take our lives, but it is for us to take good care of our lives. Please, as much as you can, never commit to hurting yourself. Instead, commit to loving yourself and to preserve your life. You only have one life to live. Make the most of that. Depression will not bring you down into your lives, but depression will alert you and will alarm you and will allow you to inspire yourself to look into yourself, no? To look into your strength and to discover the treasure in you, to discover what is good about you. There is always something good about you, and you have to learn to recognize it. Recognize your strength as a person, recognize your worth as a person, recognize your values. There is so much good about you. Bring back the goodness and bring back the hugs to yourself. Remember, you are always worth it. No matter how difficult life may be, this is just a pandemic, but you have a life to live. Allow yourself to live it out. Give it out your best. While you are alive today, bring out the best in you. Don't wait for another tomorrow. What you have today, be thankful about it. What you have yesterday, learn from it. And what you have for tomorrow, look forward to it. Remember, you are the most important being in this world. And then others will follow. Thank you and good evening. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rosalie Raffles, Sir Egay, for your words of encouragement, and to all the FICO employees. Let me end this webinar with these words to ponder. Remember that someone else is dreaming about the things you take for granted. So let us take care of ourselves, thank the people around us, most especially our family, and let us not forget to thank God that we can still face another challenging day. Thank you and God bless us all. Some reminders lang, ma'am, sir. I have shared a survey for the stress debriefing appointment with our guest speaker. It was sent in branch and branch managers' email addresses and including with Pico admin. So in case na ay gusto og appointment with the speaker, you can fill out the form. Para mura na siya registration form and along with the attendance sa mga wala pa naka-attendance. So we will not close it until maybe tomorrow afternoon pa siguro na mo i-cut off. But then you can see there the schedule na available sa atong guest speaker. So that would be all and good afternoon. Thank you everyone.
Marian! Regards sa RB. Tatawan ka RB yan. Regards mo si Ruel.
Recording stopped.